This was the longest and hardest challenge I have ever done, and it went really, really wrong. But at least I learned something. So usually I'm not really a challenge guy. I don't put up New Year's resolutions, and I believe in gradual change. For this one I had a really good reason though to make drastic changes. I was in very low vibrations. I was in a very different place. Physically, emotionally, all around. My body was unfit, my face was very round, my clothes got very tight, and overall there was way too much noise in my head and I couldn't really hear my inner voice or anything actually. I thought I was happy, but it took me getting happy to realize I was not happy at that point. People always say meditation, yoga, those are the best things. Just like every other human being on this planet that has ever done yoga, I did yoga with Adriene. And every month she releases a calendar with like practices for each day, and I was checking them off each day, and I did that for a month or 2 or maybe 3. And someone brought up the 365 days of yoga. Maybe it was Adriene, I don't know. And I was like, that is easy. I did like 3 months of this. This is easy. So I started. The first 2 months like flew by. I felt better, my body felt better. I was doing it more routinely now. Whereas before I was doing the 30 days, but I was missing days here and there, and now I was doing it every day, every single day. And I don't do challenges often, but when I do challenges, I take them very seriously. The first 2 months flew by, and then it kind of started to go, it plateaued a little bit. I saw a lot of changes the first couple of months in my body, and it was very visual, very gratifying to look in the mirror and see like areas of the body more toned, and the puffiness was leaving, my face was not as round, and it felt very good. I was not as winded when I was running up the stairs or whatever. How embarrassing to admit that I was ever winded running up the stairs, but I'm human, whatever. Physically, I was just able to do more. Mentally, I was also improving. And especially the first couple months, I felt very zen, very centered, very chill, and I felt supported by the practice. That kind of changed when I realized this is a challenge and that I still have like 10 more months to go, or like 9 or however many at that point. Whenever you have a goal, it is important to focus on the goal and not on the way there. Even though it was fun, somehow my focus shifted. And it shifted from this is great every day and this is helping me to this is something I have to do. And this is something I have to make time for every single day. This is a commitment that I have now. There were still nice things. It was still great to be at parties and talk about it and then be that person that's like, yes, I've been doing it for 3 months. I feel amazing. Yes, really. You should try it. It's really, really good. Yes. Every single day. Yeah. No, it's not that hard. It's great. It's great. Sometimes it's hard, but mostly it's really, really good. You should try it. I was the person doing yoga every single day. I was also forcing myself into positions. Really trying to reach certain positions faster, more accurate, and have more progress overall. Even though Adriene keeps saying all the time, don't force yourself into positions. I didn't really care for that, because when the results that I was getting from the mirror were gone, I still wanted new results. I still wanted progress. I still wanted to see progress, and not just on a calendar that I'm like doing another month. I still wanted to feel it in the practice, and that's not how your body works. Sometimes your body like adjusts faster and sometimes it takes longer. It's not very gradual with your body. Your body does not care about how good you hit that position or not. And I did not care about what Adriene said about not forcing myself into positions. And I even got to a point where I even was annoyed by Adriene, by sweet, sweet Adriene. I was annoyed by this beautiful human being. Can you imagine? The basis of yoga is to not pressure things and to take things slow. So I knew that before, but there was a point in that challenge where like the goal shifted without me even noticing that. I went into this with the knowing that things are supposed to slow me down. There were weeks where it was fun every single day, and then there were weeks where it was hell every single day. Sometimes it's easier, sometimes it's harder. It doesn't always fit together perfectly. But that is what really kicked me off balance. I wanted it to be perfect. I wanted to do 365 days perfectly and not miss a single day. And to hit the poses perfectly and to feel perfectly because I'm doing the work. And that's not how it works. It's not like you buy something, like you put a coin in a gumball machine, you get a gum. What kind of metaphor is that? It's not like the practice is the money and you buy happiness and then you get it like a bar of chocolate. That's not how it works. It is something you do for yourself but without expectations. And that is part of what I learned, but also something else. But this is also why a lot of people struggle when making their hobby their career, because suddenly it needs to perform in a certain way and it needs to create results. And if it doesn't, that's a problem, because now you're relying on it financially. And that's why a lot of YouTubers start to struggle once they make their hobby their career, because suddenly their videos don't have the main focus of being fun. They need to perform. They need to bring a certain amount of money. If you have that certain amount of money, you can revert back to just doing it for fun. If it's not fun along the way, it's probably not worth it. Climbing down a ladder step by step is better than jumping down and breaking your legs just because it's faster. 365 days of yoga. I made it. I did it. Every single day. Did my body change? Yes. Did my body stop creaking? And was I less out of breath when like running up the stairs? Yes. All of that. But more important than any of that, did my mental health change? To some extent, which was my goal. I did reach my goal. More important was that I learned that once you put pressure on certain things, you start to suffocate them. Expectations can really crush things, and it's always better to have them just blossom their own way, because sometimes they need time. And especially when you take 365 days for one thing, it's important to not put pressure on it to be consistent the whole time. It's better to take things slow. When you put pressure on things, even something as yogurt. When you put pressure on things, even something as relaxing as yoga can become stressful and shitty. And you got time, take it slow, you'll get there. Thanks for watching.